Alright guys, we're coming. We're trying to get dogs in. Dogs out running all over the yard. We're trying to get them in here. Right now. We're here! But not all the dogs are here yet. Jenny's still trying to get Bubby in here, trying to get Sarge in here, but I think he'll be fine, babe. What he'll do is he'll come snuggle up to the window out here and it'll be creepy because Sarge is all black dog. And it'll be creepy because he'll come up on this window outside right here and all we can really see is movement out there. And then it's like, what's that? And it's just Sarge. Alright, so we got a lot of people in here, babe. Terry won last week, I think.
Yeah.
And we've got the messages, and I think I messaged her back on Facebook.
Just haven't gotten there yet. Now who's...
Your turn. Alright, so let's add up some people. 50 chickens in the hen house. I think you were our first comment in here.
Hey guys.
It's Thursday night.
Or go ahead.
Hey guys.
Sorry.
It's Thursday night.
So Patty said, hey guys, and apparently our Alexa thought that Patty was talking to her.
Just like when she says sure is or something, like her phone thinks she's saying Siri and like her phone registers.
Hey, Duncan, 1990 Homestead, thank you. 1900 Homestead. I've been, kind of taking care of it and doing a little trim here too, so thank you.
Thank you. I wasn't too sure about it, but...
Hey, why don't you get up close and kind of, I don't know, make your head spin like you can sometimes?
Yeah. Hair on this side, no hair on this side.
I think it looks really good. Jenny called me before she had it done and she was like, or messaged me.
Yeah.
I was like, do whatever you want. Chop it off. Shave it. Let's go for the shaved look. See how that looks.
And then he had Andrew send me a message. I double dog dare you to shave your head. And I was like, well, I can't fail now. So this patch right here is shaved down. But I was like, that's as much as you get.
It's not shaved.
No,
but it's pretty good.
But we did it in sections kind of. So like she shaved it, but with a longer guard. And by she, I said, it's my sister-in-law. And then I was like, no, let's go ahead and take it shorter. And she's like, are you sure? And I said, yeah. But right before she started, because this is where she started, was by shaving it, she's like, you can't hate me if you don't like this. And I was like, I won't hate you if I don't like it. But I love it. It just keeps flopping in my face right now. Duncan also says yours looks really cute.
Oh, thank you. Cute is what I strive for. Aldermans are here. How you doing, Alderman Farms? I love seeing that we already had some comments that people came over from Alderman Farms live show. We really appreciate that. Stefan, how you doing? Geeky Gardens, Bluegrass Bound. Aldermans, we did not have an opportunity to catch yours. We actually had some surprise guests this evening.
Yeah,
some of Faith's friends stopped by.
Yep. So they hadn't been here before, and so Faith was giving them a tour, and we were talking, and like. Kind of like right now, I think Sarge is off chasing a cat right now. He did that earlier.
Those cats beat the dogs up. I kind of like seeing it.
Like he doesn't stop. He just keeps he wants to play, and they don't.
Let's say hi to some people.
Hi.
Lexi Kermans, City Girl, Country Heart. Your turn.
Well, I don't know who all you've said.
JM at the Nut House.
I've been thinking about you. I didn't want to message you because I don't want to bug you, but I've been thinking about you. I hope everything's going good.
JM was commenting on, she had another comment in here about, I was out searching for Dorito plants.
Yeah, he's kind of sad there's only one.
That is a super popular.
That was so funny.
I know, it's like on Instagram especially, it's a super popular post. And on Facebook, it is kind of popular, but it has some shares and stuff, but it's kind of weird how you can post something and it's the same exact thing kind of, but it's kind of iffy if Instagram's gonna love it or Facebook's gonna love it or.
Don't.
Oh well.
Go lay down.
Patty A. Pioneer Soul. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Georgie.
Oh.
She's having a fit because Sarge isn't inside.
Bonne, Terre, Homestead, obviously, Nunda.
Yes. I was gonna say something.
It's important. Squirrel.
Oh,
Living Miracle
you can
Homestead.
tell that Grace is a lot like me because, like, he's the jokester, and I don't joke. I don't get jokes. I don't joke. My brain can't function.
She is right about all this part.
Like, my brain can't make up jokes. When I make a joke about something,
The
he's
kids
like,
cry.
"Hey, good job." I'm like, "Thanks, I got one."
Oh, I was gonna say when you try making up a joke, the kids cry.
It is bad, but. So, Mike was talking about the Dorito plant and everything, and Grace is like, Dad, you can't grow Doritos. You do know that that's not a plant, right?
Grace was.
She's so much like me. She's got to just be the Debbie Downer and squash it because she doesn't get that it's a joke.
What is that? My Visla? I'm sorry, I know I probably butchered that. Yeah, if you look at our Instagram or our Facebook, you'll see that the wind had blown some trash into one of our bean plants, and it was a Dorito, one of those grab bag Dorito bags. And so I just took a picture of it, and I put it on Instagram and Facebook talking about the struggle is real being a Doritos farmer. And, Grace has not done a picture yet. Terry had one with the lids. Grace was going to do a picture for her.
Yes. I kind of caught that. I was kind of watching, kind of
in and out.
Yeah. But no.
Grizz 270.
I'll add that to the list.
I know I've missed a whole bunch of people in here. Sorry about that.
Old South Homestead, first time here and just subbed. Well,
thank you very much. Did you come from Alderman Farms? I'm just curious. Hey, look, are they here? Oh wait, I'm pulling the wrong side. This backwards camera stuff is tricky.
I know.
I'm like, hey, look at this, and people are like, what are you? What? How's the design plan? Oh, Kristin, Jeni was out of town, and we love a whole bunch of stuff, and Jeni wants to mix like 12 of those things, so just be ready.
Yeah, no, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. If you are part of our group, you saw that we had a friend unfortunately have a loss in their family, and so we, over the course of the last like 9-10 days,
it's actually been a very rough 9 or 10 days. TJ actually lost one of his friends, a 12-year-old boy.
So we've been.
That's all we really want to say.
Yeah, kind of, mingling with that. Plus, I was gone for a few days and then got home, and it's been crazy. And we've got a bunch of canning we got to do tomorrow, and picked up a bunch of stuff for goat pasture and horse pasture. So we've not gotten to anything that we've needed to get to quite yet. But I do love all the designs, and I looked at it all first, and as he's going through, I was like, I like that one. I really like that one too. I like this part of this one. I want to put it on that one. And he was like, oh boy.
I was just under my breath all the time. I'm sorry, Kristin. I'm sorry you volunteered for this. Chris says, my wife don't get jokes either. She gets mad at me when I tell a joke.
I don't get mad. I just roll my eyes and I'm
she doesn't get mad because she doesn't get them.
You gotta explain it to me.
Oh, that's fun. 7 Sprouts Farmstead. Love it. Hey, can I talk about what we did today?
What did we do today? Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah, the part where you were peeing your pants and you were scared and all that stuff.
And I'm like, I don't like it.
We got into the Beehive today, and for the first time ever or did you want to talk? Oh, no. Did you want to talk about this?
we don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it too. Yes. Okay. So I don't think they're on here.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen them yet.
Hello, Homestead. We got our. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could try to turn around.
I'll tell you, up, down. I'm stupid excited to be here. Woo! Love us some Holler Homestead.
Love the shirts. Sitting on a really squishy pillow.
Somebody keeps buffering. It could be there. It says our stream is good, but I don't necessarily. That doesn't mean anything. So, all right, keep going.
I have this one strand that, it's a rebel. Yeah. It doesn't like.
I told her I'll take care of it.
Doesn't like to stay. But yeah, these shirts are super comfortable, and the fit.
Thanks, Chris.
I love the colors. Okay, so what did we do today?
We got into the Beehive, and for the first time ever, so I went to bee class last weekend while Jeni was gone, and the kids went to Jenny's sister-in-law's house.
Yeah.
Or I guess my sister-in-law's house too, but
My brother's
yeah,
house.
Right.
Yeah.
And
because he does live there.
yeah, he's not there a lot, but he
No,
lives there.
he's not.
Broke. So I went to a beehive, a bee class, and the class was about preparing for overwintering and stuff. So pretty much the class was taking you up to October, and there's another class in 2 weeks at Napoleon Bee Supply. Is that the name of it? In Napoleon, Michigan, that I'm going to try and go to on September 8th about actually overwintering.
Winterization. Yeah.
But anyways, it was doing the varroa mite testing and all that. So today we got into the beehive and we did the test where you put the brown...
middle of the day,
Yeah.
when they're most active. And on the way down, he's like, it's probably not the right time we should be doing this. Well, then why are we doing this?
But I tell you what, I've been loving getting into that hive. That hive has what I believe is the textbook look to it. I was a little disappointed because I've only got 2 deeps and then a medium on top with the queen excluder in between there. And they hadn't done too much in the medium. It was getting late in the season and all that. But so if they end up in the next couple weeks with nothing up there, I might probably end up taking it off for the winter because there's nothing up there. But learned about putting a quilt box on there and all that, which we haven't done yet because it's not quite time yet. But so we did the mite test with the brown sugar and all that, if you're aware.
No.
Or I'm not brown sugar, powdered sugar.
I was like, no, that's not right.
And our mite count came out to 8 out of 300, which is less than 3%. Which they say 3% and under you should be good. But we got to test again in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because the mites actually get on the larva. The mama lays the eggs on the larva and all that stuff. And then it gets capped and then they all come out together. And so I bought treatment. I'm not treating it, but anyways, here's some pictures of the frames that we saw. I don't know really what else.
Now,
But keep in mind, I'm going to show you this. This picture is actually from a couple days ago. And if you guys remember, we caught this batch of bees as a swarm. We caught a swarm. And they've been doing phenomenal. But so I don't know what kind of bees these are. But Jenny and I were looking through some pictures. And we suspect they're Russians, maybe. Maybe. Take a look at these. Take a look at this blown up. See if you guys have a guess as to what they are. What's up, babe?
can I just say,
Nope. Go ahead.
anytime, like you just said it, anytime I hear anybody say phenomenal, I immediately think of Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
Oh,
she
yes.
uses the word phenomenal a lot,
Yes.
and like I think of her every single time. So okay, continue.
We are thinking these are Russians, and we started taking pictures and comparing Russian and Italian and all that. We kind of leaned towards the Russian. I'm not really going to give you a good reason why. It's just what we lean towards. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think from that picture. If any of you can render a guess, it doesn't really matter. But I can tell you that these bees also seem a hair more aggressive, which would lead us to believe that they were Russian as well.
Yeah.
And every time we've been in the hive, I've been stung through my jeans, or whatever. I've been stung at least once.
Your belt awning.
Oh, my belt awning. Yes, my belt awning. Remember that one? Do they have an accent?
Right, exactly. Well, it's
I did see them with a bottle of vodka at one point.
It did say on the description, it said that they have like the darker bodies but a paler abdomen. He's like, I don't know, I didn't flip any over and rub their bellies. And I was like, neither did I.
Hey, Smallwood, how you doing?
But Nunda says that Russians are darker bodied, and they do seem darker to me. And we were kind of talking, TJ even mentioned that. And then, oh, awesome, the living garden, thank you.
What's that about? Or are you talking about
I know what that is. That's why it's addressed to Jeni.
Oh, yeah. I suppose.
But Nunda said to check drone brood for mites.
Yes. That was in the class also, that they actually set up drone, kind of like a drone, how was that?
She says Russians are more aggressive. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, I know. These bees, they let me walk right up. Every single day I walk up to that hive and they're flying all around me and stuff. They're not attacking me or nothing. But whenever we get into it,
they get really grouchy.
They get a lot more active than whatever it was the package bees were that we got the other 2 years.
Those were Italians.
Were they for sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
those
okay.
ones were Italians. So.
Yes, drone frames.
Yes. That's part of the reason why I kind of think that they might be Russians is because they're grumpy bees. But you're also shaking their home, so I'd be kind of grumpy too.
This is one of the frames today that we pulled out. Look at that.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Are these the pictures that I took?
These are the pictures that you took.
Good.
Yeah, you're not shaking too bad. But
I didn't take my gloves off.
For me, not, I guess, knowing much, I think these are good looking frames. Honey on top, brood.
Yeah, look at all the larvae down here in the corner.
Yeah, did you see all these too?
That's all.
Oh,
yeah, look, look, like right there. But down here in this bottom corner, lots. Look at that. That's cool.
Oh, Homestead in the Pioneer Way. Oh yes, we go through a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Jeni is a smokeaholic when it comes to this.
I stand there and just like I step back and I'm just like poof poof.
Yeah, but
all around me because they freak me out.
Thank you, Bonne, Terre. That's exactly what I was telling Jeni, is that I kind of think these frames just look, I don't know, are they kind of textbook? Look at all those.
That is the most larva we've ever seen on these frames. What's going on?
I think when we pulled this frame out, it got scratched through here, which is really unfortunate.
Yes.
But
they might fix it though.
Them are some funny looking Russians, Gris says. But yeah, so anyways, I'm really happy with how this is going, and I'm going to try my hardest to keep them alive this winter. So we'll see how all that goes. But I was super excited about all that. There seems to be a ton of bees in there. It just really seems to be a ton of bees in there.
There is a lot of bees, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Nunda. Yeah,
and
Nunda
that
says
was
yes.
One of the things that I told my sister too when I told her that we opened up the hive. I was like, it is amazing of how many bees are in there, and because I was explaining to her how bad it freaks me out, and she's like, but that's good. I'm like, it's good except for the days that my cats need to be in there with them because they freak me out. But
can you say that name, please? Cordford.
AMC Cordford?
Yes. Oddly enough, the
Africanized bees.
The website Jeni and I were looking at listed the Italian, the Russian, I keep wanting to say Cordova, but that's not right. Or was
Cordovan.
And then, but there was another C one.
There was another one, yeah.
Almost like a Carolinian, but it wasn't Carolina.
Yeah.
But it also listed the Africanized one, and we were looking at that picture.
Very aggressive.
We were looking at that picture though, and the different pictures of all of them, and that Africanized one looked
similar because it is very it mimics the Italian ones, except that they're highly aggressive. And so we're like, well, these ones aren't highly aggressive. They get grumpy, but they're not highly aggressive. And then it said
but what caught me with her comment though, or their comment, I'm sorry, I didn't mean her, becoming more docile,
Nunda, whatever that is. Feel like I can't say that either. But one of the things was that it'll chase you like a quarter of a mile.
Yes,
like
if it feels threatened.
It will hunt you down.
Right.
Our bees don't do that.
So. I was actually I should have done this anyways, but I was gonna see.
Yes, I say Italian, but it is Italian.
Yes,
you
Italian,
are correct.
Yes.
But I say words very oddly. Mike makes fun of me all the time, so it's just.
I never make fun of you, baby.
Oh no, never. Do we feed them over winter? We've never had a hive survive to get to winter, so we've never had to feed bees before.
So that class I just took learned a couple different ways of doing it. One way is a newspaper method. You put newspaper over the top frames, and the person giving the class said they have started cutting a square out in the middle of the newspaper, but you put about 2 to 3 pounds of sugar on the newspaper, and then you even moist it down, and that gives the bee something to eat. And also that sugar will help collect some of the moisture as well. But you also have your quilt box on that I was telling you about for moisture and all that. The honest answer to that is if you leave them enough honey, you don't have to feed them. That's the we don't have enough honey, so we kind of have to feed them over winter because they didn't make enough honey, I don't think. What?
Well, she's trying to help. Yeah, Carnelonian.
Yeah. And actually, so I just
Carnelonian.
I just pulled this up. And this is
off grid.
Who?
Doug.
Oh, off grid with Doug and Stacey. Well, there's about 3 or 4 different off grids that come into the.
I know, but he's like right there, so.
Oh, okay.
And hi to Stacey too. I was actually just talking about Stacey a couple minutes ago.
You were just talking about Stacey a couple minutes ago. But let's see, I was going to interact on this here. I'm trying to. It's not allowing.
It's not going to let you.
Oh, because I have to do it through here, I think. Let's get to it. So this was the only picture that I tied on this particular web page.
Are you sure it's showing?
I'm pretty sure. This was the Russian.
Okay.
And it's hard to tell on this website looking through here. But Jeni and I kind of thought the Russian looked about right. And to tell you the truth, I'm just going to scroll down to it. We really didn't. Cordovan. Didn't think that doesn't look right at all.
The Caucasian
doesn't look really right. Carnelian. That looks way too. This picture.
Oh, yeah, it's like black.
This picture looks way too dark, at least.
But it says that they are dark, and ours aren't dark. Oh yeah, and then the Buckfast. And the Africanized. And again, just to show you, here's what we have. Let me get this. And so we're just trying to figure out what, I mean, ultimately I guess it doesn't matter, but one of the other interesting things that we read about the Russians was that they swarm a lot easier. Old South Homestead says my dogs will find hornets and bring them back to us mad. That's not good.
So I was really happy with that mite count today. I'm really on the fence about treating it or not. So if we would have found like 1 or 2 more mites, then it would have said to treat it. I have a feeling when I test again in 3 weeks, there's going to be a lot more mites. So my gut has said, why not go ahead and treat for the mites? Because that class I went through said the 2 big things for the winter are the mites will suck the life out of your bees and moisture. That will do you in.
Then this says that they look
like hers.
There was the big sound surge.
Oh.
But that they look like her Russians.
Right.
And then Grizz said, if you'll scroll back up.
Oh.
It's saying that the audio is still really bad.
The audio's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that better?
You were gonna say 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. Okay.
Now scroll down so you can see the answers. Okay, it's over.
All right.
Sorry, I have no idea what happened.
Me getting too loud and excited, probably.
Probably.
All right.
So can you go back up and read Grizz's thing? I'll show you where. Where? Okay. So Grizz says that it's true that bee stings cure arthritis. If you don't believe me, then just go shake up a beehive and see how fast you run.
That's true. Like I said earlier, one of those bees today got me in the back of the leg on the calf muscle.
Through some pretty thick jeans.
They were newer, not worn out jeans. So it was through some thicker denim. And it got me on the back of the calf muscle. And I think, to be honest, I
squatted down.
I squatted down and squished it, possibly. But these bee stings, because I got stung by the bees the other years too, but these ones seem to be a little more wowzers. Like my calf muscle is really starting to hurt.
Hurting you this year,
yeah.
And the other ones in previous years haven't hurt you and made you swell up the way that you have this year. So that's another reason why I don't really much care to go down there.
Homemade home, how's it going? Yeah, Faith has been stung by them.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. Faith was down there 2 or 3 times ago that we got in the box.
Yeah.
And she was just wearing some garden gloves that they're like the plastic lined or whatever.
Yeah, it's rubber here, but cloth here.
Yeah. And she was like, and I'm like, Faith, be careful. They'll sting you through those gloves. And at the second I said that, they got her.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah. More potent, yep.
Okay, what
boy, it's 9:30 already. What happened? You've been talking so much.
Please.
Please. I know some stuff you do want to talk about.
Well, you did talk about.
Well, we talked about that we're wearing the shirts, but here's didn't really see them. These are the shirts here.
Yeah, Holly Homestead.
They're here?
No.
Oh.
Those are the shirts you were talking about.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And if you're not part of, oh, there it goes, it loaded, of our Facebook group, please feel free to come join us. Oh, somebody.
Oh, that was.
Oh, yeah. Friend, actually, Faith's softball coach sent me pictures of guns. Join our Pratt Pack Facebook group. I forget, we're like well over 800 people now or something. It's awesome. In fact, one of the people at our Hootenanny was our 800th person.
Yes, cool. That was cool.
I'm digging the group name, Pratt Pack. Yeah, thank you. Actually, to be very honest, I did not know this until Stefan in our group had posted, he searched YouTube for Pratt Pack. There's actually a pretty big YouTube channel called Pratt Pack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, at least if I'm remembering that whole thing correctly. But yeah, so hopefully not taking, we didn't know it.
We didn't do that on purpose.
No, but
since you were talking about
this.
No, being at Hillary's. Yeah, did you? I don't know if you wanted to show any of these.
Yeah, I will show some of these.
Gotta love Baby Riker.
This is my nephew, right?
Yes.
I always get confused on that. That kind of stuff.
Look at those big
oh my
eyes.
gosh.
He's so cute.
This is when I was either dropping the kids off or picking the kids up from that B class. He's such a ham.
He's the cutest.
He's a good kid too.
He's 9 months old already. It's crazy.
That is crazy. That seems like just not very long ago.
I know. He's such a cutie though.
Yeah, but Bonne, it's not the Pratt Pack. Yes, soar off Facebook. I've actually heard a lot of people lately have sworn off Facebook.
Yeah.
I'd heard a couple people tonight talking about when we were at the school talking about it. Hi, 1870s. We just got done talking about the bees. And then
Hi, Tony.
my sister has sworn off Facebook. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
And honestly, other than the social media side of stuff that we do with all this, I don't do a whole lot on Facebook. But the social media side of things keeps me very busy on Facebook.
Yeah, there is that.
Smallwood Homestead says, I am leaving Facebook at the end of the year. Seven Sprouts, you're probably regretting getting back on there. Wild Thunder, what happened with Thunder? I have had them for 45. Oh, they're talking about chickens, I think, or something.
Yeah. Pomodoro says my son is 8 months and won't let me hold him without pulling my beard. That's what Riker loves to do to him. He's always fascinated with the beard.
I always wonder, because when all the kids were babies, I didn't have a beard.
No.
But Grace, being 5 now, I've had a beard pretty much since she was 2.
Yeah.
And every time I talk about shaving my beard off, she's in tears.
Yeah.
No, Dad, don't shave it off.
It's funny.
I hear you, Palmetto.
What else? Do you want to go to the Facebook group? Or do you have more pictures?
We could. So every Thursday night, every Thursday we post in our Facebook group. It's a closed Facebook group. We post, people can post whatever they want on that post, and we'll attempt to share it. We'll attempt to share it on our Friday night show or Thursday night show here. Why do I keep saying Friday night? I think that's almost the second or third time I've said that. But I don't think we have a lot in here tonight. Allie, our moderator, watching the fall garden grow. I should have taken some pictures of that. We also have some decent fall stuff going on, whether or not there's going to be time. Did I lose this or what happened here?
It just went off the edge.
Stefan.
Said, sorry man, I was too busy looking for my hatchet.
Right.
We may have accidentally hijacked his hatchet after the Hootenanny.
We may have.
It may be in the back of our truck.
But
what is that? What is that he's made?
Meat sticks or
I know,
some
but
salamis.
Stefan, what's in it?
Yeah, Stefan, are you still in here? What exactly is this?
Yes. What exactly is it?
Because
I need to know exactly what it is.
I think Jeni really wants some, even if it was pickled pork tongue.
No. Okay, what's in that though? Cabanos?
Michelle Warden Wagner, where we are putting the concrete in to support the beams for our tractor shed solar panel roof. That's really cool.
Yeah, tongue sticks. That's exactly what I think in 1870s. Pork, pepper, salt, caraway, lots of smoke. That sounds yummy.
That does sound really yummy.
They look amazing.
They really do. If you guys missed it at our Hootenanny this past July, last month, and almost exactly a month ago,
Yeah.
Stefan brought jellied pork tongue, and it was amazing. Jeni,
I didn't try it. But thanks for bringing it.
A lot of people said it was very similar to like corned or
Yeah, corned beef. And
yeah.
that's what Stefan asked if I liked it. And I was like,
Yeah.
not really. And he's like, oh.
and
But
dried.
those
yeah.
look really good. I would more than likely have tried something like that.
You would have devoured those.
I probably would have. I would have run away with them.
And so also what Stefan's referring to is Stefan, everybody that camped kind of helped get everything set up, and some people showed up
And
early
that's how
too.
we ended up with the hatchet in the back of the
and a
truck.
lot of the stuff got put into our truck to go set up, and then the hatchet got put back, buried under some stuff, and it was his hatchet.
Yep.
But I found it a couple weeks ago, but I've been meaning to take a picture of it, and I posted it in our group. I was like, the things I find in the back of my truck, right, Stefan? And it's his hatchet.
It was under so much stuff.
He asked me before we left that Sunday morning,
Yeah.
I think. He asked me if I had seen it. I was like, no, dude, I haven't. I have no idea where it went. But yeah, apparently I have it. So we'll be shipping you your hatchet. Oh.
Good night,
Gons.
Gons.
All right,
Hope
good
you
night,
feel better.
Gons. Oh, he's not feeling good?
No,
Or
food
they aren't?
poisoning.
Ooh, food poisoning. Not good. Never eating out again. Yeah, when Jeni and I first met, there were some places she refused to absolutely eat because she's had some weird belly stuff afterwards, and she's gotten over some of that stuff, but...
Sorry. I'm still training. Like, I have this section right here that likes to come down. I'm still training it to stay over, and obviously it's not learning. It's not effective learning.
Stefan says keep it. Give it to TJ for axe throwing practice.
I don't know. Andrew's the one with the pretty good arm. Maybe we'll let him be the one.
Either one of them are scary throwing an
know.
axe.
Maybe we'll just let Andrew be the one in the woods. Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this on my Indian corn. There's some serious smut growing out of there.
That's nasty.
And did we eat it? Nope.
No.
But the pigs did, and they loved it.
Good night, Tim.
Good night, Tim. Thanks for dropping by. But that Indian corn's looking good. This particular cob does not look as good as it could, especially the top, because I've had this cob peeled back for quite a while, keeping an eye on it. So the top of it actually looks kind of dried out, and then I peeled it back more, and this is what it's looking like in there. I am so happy with that Indian corn this year. Oh my gosh. So happy with it. And then he's not here, is he?
Mm-mm.
Then look at this sunflower. How crazy is that?
Yeah, what's going on with that thing?
Yeah, there's a sunflower growing out of the sunflower. That's kind of cool. The kids thought that was super cool. Let's see if I can...
It's so weird looking.
Yeah. But yeah, those sunflowers too, those are something else this year. They're
Huge.
made huge strides in the if I can just harvest enough venison from the garden. Yeah, no
fill the
kidding.
freezer.
Yeah, anyway, just so happy with the corn and sunflowers this year.
Smallwood Homestead, an update on her grandson, the one that had the surgeries and stuff like that, is it looks like he might be coming home in about 3 weeks.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so that's very good.
The sunflowers. So kind of weird. That is really great news, by the way.
Yes, that is great news.
The birds, like in a matter of no time, they've almost picked all of the black oil sunflower seeds out of the flower. But that it was almost like a deterrent or whatever, because they haven't touched any of the mammoth ones. So they only attack those, but it's only a matter of time. There's a bunch of those sunflower heads that I need to go cut off to save the seeds and get them drying somewhere that the birds aren't going to get them. I've also heard about, did I hear about putting like paper bags over sunflower heads maybe? But we would need a lot of paper bags. And then it would look like we were paper bag farmers. There's a whole nother Instagram picture.
So we're going to line our whole driveway with sunflowers. Not the driveway, but we have talked about adding additional fencing along the goat pasture, like on the outside. Put the horse fencing there because it's a smaller square, so then they can eat through it, and lining that with like sunflowers or other flowers.
But the road, also I mentioned in the one Friday vlog, we've talked about lining the road with a couple rows of sunflowers. It's like a privacy fence.
Yes, it just can't be too close to the road because we do have tractor drivers that come by and mow like 5
from the county.
Yeah, from the county. And so we do have wildflowers that grow, and like right about the time that they get beautiful, the mower comes in and takes them all down. So.
How do you know when to harvest sunflowers exactly? I'm totally guessing. The black oil ones were very easy to tell because they were white forever, and then as soon as they turned black, they were pretty much ready, and the birds were killing them. The other ones, when the what do you call on each seed that little flower that sticks out, or
thank you, Jamie.
This part here.
Yeah, I don't know what those are called.
When you can start brushing those off, I think you can pretty much tell that you're done.
Yeah.
And then
because they'll brush off easy when the seed is ready. Otherwise they'll stick. This
particular one, I think these are done.
I was able to brush some, but the center is still sticking.
Oh, okay.
So it's not quite ready.
Okay.
Because the outside is going to dry first, so you'll be able to brush around the outside. But when that center is done, or if you really want to know, then try to flake away from the center of it. If it comes off, then it's ready. If it doesn't, then give it just a little bit longer.
But what do you think? Night, Mama T. I think those sunflowers are done growing, though.
Yeah.
They just haven't reached a dry point yet to brush that flower off.
Right. You can still cut it and hang it.
Yes,
like
that's
by a window or something, so that
I have a feeling we're going to be hanging them up in the barn.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can still cut it at that point when it looks like that, and then it'll finish drying. Hang it wherever you want to hang it, but that way it's protected from the birds.
Exactly, Grizz, and that is what I was saying about those black oil ones. And they're white. And then as soon as the black oil ones turn black, the birds start eating them like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think we can save even, I don't know. The birds have demolished the black oil sunflower ones, and they've left all the other ones alone, so that's kind of cool.
Stefan says that growing paper bags is easier than growing Doritos.
Right. Oh, Jamie is who I was speaking of as our 800 member.
Yeah, 800,
but,
yep.
Salmon. What are they talking about? Salmon. Jeni just bought salmon today.
Grizz is talking about adding salmon to that freezer with the venison.
Oh, yeah.
Venison in the garden and the salmon. Yeah.
Yep.
My daughter and I found. Oh, cool. So his daughter and him found an oak tree that puts out acorns that taste similar to hazelnuts.
Oh, very cool.
That's cool.
Pigs will love that. I've heard of, obviously people have heard of finishing off pigs on acorns, but I've also read a lot about finishing them off on hazelnut.
Oh.
Or is hazelnut what I'm thinking? I'm almost positive hazelnut is what I'm thinking.
Would they taste like the coffee that you drink?
The coffee creamer? I don't think so.
Well, you also...
But it does add a flavor to it, though.
He had some hazelnut coffee, because I don't drink coffee anymore. And so he had, it's actual hazelnut coffee. And I would just go stand by the coffee pot because I love the smell of it. It smells so good.
Yeah.
And like if I drank coffee, that's what I would want. But I don't drink coffee.
But that kind of made you want to.
I miss coffee. It does make me want to.
Where do you even want to start with this?
I don't know. Sure, right there.
Here.
Sure. Whatever.
All right, so Jeni was gone last week, so she's got about 5,000 pictures for you to see.
Yes.
And we're gonna start hazelnut flavored bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
That would be good.
They're going to clone the tree to grow them here.
That would be.
That's cool. Okay, so here's some of these pictures. Zoom, zoom.
Whee.
There's an airplane window. Yay!
We were obviously like tilted sideways because I'm looking straight down on the ground.
A bag. Yay!
That is my bag coming back. It was packed to the max. I had to wear my sweatshirt. It was 90 degrees and I had to wear my sweatshirt because I couldn't fit a single thing in that bag on the way back. I took some extra stuff, but like I had quite a bit of room in there. I brought quite a bit of stuff home.
You did bring quite a bit of stuff home.
But I did bring 2 saddles home this time, so I did good.
Thank you.
And they did offer to ship it home.
Yes.
And I said no.
Yes. Where would you like to go from here, baby?
Anywhere, just take a picture. So those are 2 of Jody's horses.
Your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin. That's who I went down to see. So.
And that's your best friend Betsy.
That's my best friend. So
that's your bestie Betsy.
That's right. That's hard to say.
That is. Right. That's your bestie Betsy.
Yeah, see? So the chestnut on the left is Tough, but we call him Walter. And the one on the right is Thor. And Betsy loves both of them. And we really, really, really wanted to bring Thor home.
Did you ride them?
No, we did not go riding. Nope.
You didn't go riding at all?
Nope.
I forgot to ask you that.
No, we didn't go riding.
What's this?
That is one portion of PFI. And PFI...
Pratt Family Incorporated?
No, Preferred Farmers.
Oh.
So that one is the saddles, tax, and hat store, as it says on the side. And then if you go to the next picture, this one is all clothing and boots and hats and accessories and just like hand over your wallet now because there was.
Jeni told me she was there. I was very scared.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't take the bank card. I was like, yes, I did. I tried on quite a bit of stuff there. I love the stuff there, but I only brought a very little bit back.
She did. She did really good. She didn't.
But I told Jody, I was like, we're driving next time because there's stuff I'm bringing.
We're gonna load up that
Like,
road.
I'm gonna bring one outfit because I'm gonna just go buy everything, and she's like, I gotta wash her. Just wash it. She's very helpful at spending stuff. Okay, what's next? That is Jody and Larry. We went to Dolly Parton's Stampede, and so we're outside the place there for that. And that's really neat. If you've never been to Branson to see that, like, I think if you're into horses and animals and, you know, not like ducks and stuff, but like, would you stop? I can't help it. It keeps falling over. It is a really, really neat show. And you can walk around the outside of the building, and that's where all the horse stalls are.
Thanks, Terry. Have a good evening.
You can see all the horses from that are going to be in the show. They don't do all of them for every show. They rotate them because, like, around Christmas they do like 3 or 4 shows a day. And they do have a special Christmas show. But that was one of the neatest things, and they serve you dinner during it, so you're on these long tables, and there's the south side and the north side, and you compete, or like your teams compete, and then at the end you are part of the competition as well. And they bring volunteers down for some of the parts of the show and stuff. It is amazing. It is so much fun.
So some of this is the show?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah, so the blue is south. Was that right? Yeah, we were north, we were red. And I think that's right. Now I've got myself all confused. No, I don't know. I don't remember. It was too much fun. I had a hard time with the whole, like, eat and watch the show thing. Like, I did one or the other. I couldn't do them both. It was really difficult, but it was so much fun. So they did various competitions. There was barrel racing. There was I don't know. It was just so neat. So they brought in the bison, and it was funny because when they first came out, a couple of them just wanted to roll around. That's all they wanted to do. It was so fun watching them.
They were just rolling in the.
They were just rolling in the sand. They just thought it was great. And the longhorns, those were really neat. Covered wagons. They had this whole like old pioneer part of it where they showed them like setting up their camp and everything like that. So they had the Clydesdales, and one of them was huge. He had to be like 18 hands. I kid you not, he was huge.
7 sprouts. That's awesome.
But yeah, it was so much fun. And then the little piggies. They were raising these little piggies. Okay, so they put this netting around, and they had to go from start to finish. That was one of the competitions to see who won, North versus South. 2 pigs were red and 2 pigs were blue. And as soon as they came out, I got super excited, like stupid excited for these pigs, and I was squealing. And there was a little kid on the other side of Betsy, and he's like, "What is she saying?" Because I was like, "Oh my God, piggies!" So funny. And those pigs are fast, and they just booked it right around there. It was so much fun.
Oh, JM says that's a bucket list destination.
Yes, you have to go. It was amazing, and they did a whole American tribute and stuff, and with the light up outfits, and it was really, really neat. And did you put it back on? Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was in Branson. We did a very little bit of shopping, trying to kill some time before the stampede, and they have this giant rocking chair that, I kid you not, took me a second to get back
Thanks,
out
Smallwood.
of.
Have a good one.
I had to like keep scooching to try to
Daniel
get out of
says
it.
fast food bacon. I take it that was the pig races.
Yes. So that was really neat, and we didn't get to go shopping around in there too much, but it was really neat being in Branson.
And I'm skipping around her pictures here.
Yeah, so that was more of the stampede. There's a pre-show that you can watch. It's music and stuff, and yeah, it's just really neat. And then on the drive back, we stopped at a gas station, and this was the view behind the gas station. So I was running around taking pictures. That was driving. That's why I was all blurred. Oh, and we rode 4-wheelers. Jody and Larry have 60 acres. And so we got free reign of all 60 acres and 2 quads and took off.
And she didn't even have to go to the hospital.
Nope. The only casualty was my sunglasses. I sat on them. We did almost lose the garage door opener, but thankfully it only fell on the floorboard.
The garage door opener.
Yep. So, yeah, it was so much fun.
I'm glad you had fun, baby.
It was an awesome trip. Yep. It was a lot of fun.
We also have no giveaway tonight. Or did you come up with something?
I did not.
Oh, okay. See, I tasked her with that.
I failed. I'm still trying to recover from everything.
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Let's,
did you show, there was one more picture. Can you go back and...
one more picture.
In there. Did you not get it?
I'm pretty sure I got everything that was in the folder.
No, you didn't, that one. Yeah. So we also went to Veneta, Oklahoma to a rodeo because like we crammed everything into 2 days.
Yeah, no kidding.
We wanted to go zip lining, but we ran out of time. But this little monkey, he rides on this border collie and he herds sheep, and this little monkey has been doing this for 24 years. And he absolutely loves it, and he was so cute. He can get up and walk around. He's not like stuck on the dog or anything like that. But when the dog is down like that, he leans over and he like looks at him, and he just like,
here.
He looks at, he's like, "Are you ready?" And he sits up. "Are you ready?" And he looks at the sheep. "Are you ready?" And then when the dog gets command, he hunches all down. He just goes. It's the cutest little thing. He's a cute little monkey. But he gives the guy, he shakes his hand, the shepherd, he shakes his hand, gives him a high five at the end. He's like, "Yeah, let's go.
That's awesome.
He's cute. So cute.
Oh.
Those are goals for Betsy now, because she's got Ripley as her border collie, and so she's like, oh yeah, I want Ripley to do that.
That's
She's
funny.
like, I just need a monkey now.
What I was gonna show with this, people are asking about the Doritos,
Oh yes.
and so I might as well, for starters, that's a harvest that Jeni got. That's on our Instagram right now and Facebook. That's a pretty good harvest.
Get to can tomorrow.
And then
Our Doritos.
That's the Dorito plant. There's the Dorito plant. So many comments on that. I can't believe how popular that is. That's funny. But so that's the Dorito plant on the Instagram. Go check that out. Other than that, it's getting to be about time to wind this up. You got anything else, babe, for 6 minutes? Anybody got any questions or anything anything?
We will be in Virginia in October. Yes, October 12th and 13th.
What's Trish need more info about? Homesteaders of America?
Yep, Homesteaders of America. You can get all the information on the website, homesteadersofamerica.com. There's also a Facebook
Their
group.
Facebook page also just hit 10,000 likes, I think.
Yes, and they do have a giveaway. They have 2 weekend passes. So, like, 2 groups of 2. So, one person's going to get 2 weekend passes, and one person's going to get 2
Seven
weekend
Sprouts.
passes. So, that covers both days. So, Homesteaders of America, October 12th and 13th, Front Royal, Virginia. We're going to be there. Our kids are going to be presenting. Off-Grid with Doug and Stacy, Joe Salatin, Uses Conway.
Thanks, Thunder Ridge.
Amy Fuel.
The Pratt kids?
I already said that.
Oh.
Now you really
I was
threw
reading
me
chat.
off. Now he really threw me off.
Doug and Stacy?
Yeah. Justin Rhodes is going to
Amy
be
Fuel.
there. I already said all these people. There's going to be a ton of people there. So definitely try to make it to the conference if you can.
Dan said, anybody that stayed home sneaking any new toys in? I assume he means here.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not. Jeni got me some new toys for the AR, but
Yeah, I had the boys give it to you during the live show last week, and I was like, this is my like apology before I even make it there, because I don't know what I'm going to be bringing home with me. Because the last time I went there, we were owners of a horse and brought home 2
That's
saddles
true.
and a bunch of tack, and it was just like, I'm sorry now, but no, I just got some clothes.
the kids were really good for me while you were
Chocolate.
gone.
Yeah,
They were. They're good kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Homesteaders of America. My parents will be there on Friday. Or wait, Saturday? Friday. So, all kinds of potential stories there. I'm sure they'll tell how I was a great teenager. I was just loving teenager, and that our household was just a loving bliss.
I'm sure that's exactly what they're gonna say.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like anything else, these conferences and everything are so much fun to get together and hang out with like-minded people.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like one of the best parts about it. Oh, hey, the Alderman's gonna be there. I guess
Aldermans
we
are
should
gonna be
mention
there?
the Aldermans. Tommy's doing a class.
Patty's doing sourdough.
Yep, Patty's doing
I think
sourdough.
I'm gonna go hang out with Patty in the kitchen for a couple days there.
You do that.
Okay.
Then I don't have to cook.
Well, we're gonna be making sourdough.
Maybe I'll have to cook.
I've got my sourdough starter's very sour over here, and nobody in the house likes it.
Aim high, yes. Faith has gotten it, and it is on her list to write back before they start school next week. So I will remind her to go ahead and get a letter back out to Anastasia.
Oh, is that us procrastinating more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Part of that.
I don't think I realized-
Mom's not been home, and then life has been crazy.
I don't think I knew Faith had a letter.
Yes, Faith has a letter.
Oh, okay.
It's sitting on her dresser, so she knows, but then, like, you know, she spaces out. She asks me every Thursday.
Oh, has it been a while?
It's been a couple weeks.
Okay,
But
alright.
it's been a very, very crazy couple of weeks.
It has been a crazy couple weeks, so.
Yes. Stefan
Yes.
knows the feeling. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I don't know. Like, I loved it right after my surgery. You made me sourdough grilled cheese sandwiches,
Well,
and it
yes.
was really good.
But that first batch of sourdough that I had using so it seems like there's a lot of things that can alter how sour your sourdough is, and the way I was doing it back then, it wasn't nearly as sour. It was really coming out more like a normal bread with maybe a little tang. And this is what's being made now is some sour bread that I
And
love.
I don't like that.
And
I like,
surprisingly, the kids don't either. That surprises me.
yeah.
Stefan could probably answer even better. But, so what I've read is if you want to make your sourdough even more sour is to use whole wheat instead of just an all-purpose white flour. Apparently the germination and stuff works better or whatever. You can just feed it once a week. Like I believe Stefan feeds once a week. I can't remember the last time. Probably 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah,
probably.
it's been a while.
I'll probably feed it tonight after the show because I'd like to make some bread this weekend. But the less you feed it, and then I think I've read that doing a refrigerator, what's that called? A refrigerated bulk rise can make it more sour as well. Which, remember in the beginning I was trying to get it even more sour, and I was putting it in the fridge and trying it, and it just wasn't getting more sour when I first started doing all this. But I started Googling how can I make my sourdough. Actually, I think I wanted to chill out the sourdough a little bit for Jeni and the kids because they like the bread I make just if it's not quite as sour. And that's when I started reading more about the different effects of it. So you could try Googling how to make sourdough more sour, and you'll come up with some good articles. Did I answer that very effectively?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I was like here and here and here and here. I was gonna say something. I don't remember.
So Chris says school in August is for troubled kids. So Michigan actually has a law. Schools can opt out of this if they want, and do their own thing. Like we do have schools that started a couple weeks ago around us, but Michigan passed some kind of law or something that you can't start school before Labor Day weekend. Has something to do with tourists and getting out and seeing Michigan over Labor Day weekend more. Their thought was that if school starts beforehand, then families are less likely to travel and spend their tourist money during Labor Day weekend.
That, or like their kids would be missing out.
Right.
Because they'd be pulling them to go do.
If you ask me, it's a bunch of lawmakers wanting to make a law because now they're missing Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. Jamie said that they won't be at HOA, but that Okie Dokie Brothers is going to be in Ann Arbor. What is...
Okie Dokie Brothers. Isn't that a band?
I don't know.
I don't know. What's Okie Dokie Brothers?
Yeah, you
For some reason, it really seems like I should know the answer to that. And I might.
School shouldn't start till after hunting season.
There you go, Grizz. Hey, Faith is all talking about... So Faith's birthday is the day after opening season here in Michigan. November 15th is opening rifle shotgun season. And where we live, there's no rifle, it's only shotgun. Well, they've changed that a little, but anyways. What was I saying? Oh, Faith said on her birthday, all she wants to do again this year is sit out in the hunting blind with me all day and do that. She had a lot of fun with that last year. We saw a lot of wildlife. We saw all kinds of stuff, including turkeys and does with babies and all that stuff. We didn't get anything because
he got it the next morning. She was so bummed out.
I got the buck the next morning. Yep.
But yeah, that's what she wants. That's one of the things that she wants for her birthday this year is to go hunting again.
And Andrew was so bummed out. So last year, I'm sorry,
yep, nope.
But as I was cycling people through after that, because TJ wanted to go out too, so TJ came out for half a day or so, or I forget. But and Andrew wanted to come out so bad, and then the farmer tilled his field and had manure trucks come in and spray manure all over the fields. And I walked back out there once and it was all muddy. I walked back out there after the manure was in and stuff. It wasn't still like that, but it was so muddy that mud just clomped on my boots, and so Andrew never really got a chance to go out with me.
Kristin says that Josh is going bow hunting for elk this weekend.
Nice.
What I was gonna say is, Faith's birthday is the day after gun season starts, and my dad had said that she wasn't allowed to be born on opening day.
Yeah.
And so I had her the next morning because he was like, if she's born on opening day, like I'm never going to make it to any of her birthday parties because he's always out first thing in the morning opening day and pretty much all day. And so I had her the next day and he's like, yeah, I still might not make it to her birthday parties. I'm like, it's okay. I understand.
I should really get my bow. Jenny's a better shot at a bow for sure than I am. She grew up doing archery like crazy. But I have got a deer before with my bow. And I should really be getting that tuned up because our bow season is October 1st to November 14th. Through November 14th.
Yeah.
And then December 1st to the end of December. And then for some reason, I think there's an extended... No, not December 1st through the end of... The first part is black powder, isn't it? The first part of December and then back to bow if you wanted?
Yeah.
I think, something like that. And then I think there's actually an extended season you can get tags for into January, I think. But I forget. Grizz has a small 8,000 acre fire about 30 miles from him. That's not good.
That's not good. Hopefully that gets taken care of soon.
See, I'm sure I've heard of the Okie Dokie Brothers. I see what Jamie says. Family, kid-friendly folk.
See, that's what I thought. I thought that's what it was, but then I thought maybe I was missing someone.
Look at that. Daniel says best ribs to eat are elk ribs.
That you are the rib.
Go all Flintstones on it, he says.
Well, it's funny because on our first date, he was like, "Well, I usually order ribs, but they're really messy. I don't really want to."
You don't?
You know, you didn't want to order the ribs because they were messy.
Where? When?
On our first date.
Oh, but I did.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't care, just do it. And he was like full on mess. What can you do about it?
Oh well, and that was a lunch break, wasn't it?
That was lunch.
Yeah, so I could. Yeah, that was a mess.
It was so funny.
And she still went out with me again.
Yep, I did.
And now she's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we should get out of here.
Okay.
I know you're tired.
Just a little bit. I'm working on getting the kids up earlier and earlier.
Might let them stay up a little bit late tonight.
They are up already late.
Oh, well, we did do that just real quick for the weekend, or for the week. Well, Tuesday we had a memorial for the
Friend of TJ's.
The friend of TJ's that passed away at the school Tuesday night. That was what would you call that? A celebration of life.
Yes, celebration of life.
It was the service, all that stuff. Kind of an open mic. Lots of people got up and said stuff. Just a phenomenal kid. Just a tragedy, really. We're back at the school Wednesday night for
Meet the teacher.
Meet the teacher. So we gotta go through meet all the teachers. If you guys don't know, our kids elected to go back to school this year instead of homeschool. Completely support them if that's what they want to do. We really have no problem with that. Then we were back there again tonight.
Back to school bash.
They had this like mini little, it's not really a carnival, but they got like a bounce house and a dunk tank and a couple different bounce house things. There's some things set up and a dinner in the cafeteria and all that. So we were back there again for that tonight. And then tomorrow we got some more running around to do. But anyways, it's been a busy week.
It's been a very busy week.
And actually my work schedule has been kind of crazy, which Jenny doesn't really see that side of things, I guess, or the family doesn't see that side of things, but just on top of that, my work schedule this week was kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
So, but
and I just flew back in on Sunday, so it's trying to get everything settled for this week, and it's been really, really crazy.
Chris says, I'm originally from Redding, but I don't usually tell people I'm from California. I used to visit California every single summer, visiting my, I lived in Alaska in the winter with my dad, visited my mom in the lower 48, wherever her and my stepdad were living, and that kind of sounds odd, but my stepdad got transferred with work a lot. He was kind of a bigwig in Equitable Life Insurance Company, and so he transferred around quite a bit, but I visited them starting when I was real little, in Fresno, California, and then I don't know if it was, I think it was Placentia, California, and then back to Fresno, and then we went out to Joliet, Illinois, to Des Moines, Iowa. But as a young kid, I always enjoyed California. As an adult, I could never go anywhere near California, I don't think.
Old South Homestead, we are in southern Michigan.
Pretty much south central. I think, what are we technically? Are we technically southeast or southwest?
I want to say southwest.
That's what I want to say too. But, I mean, it's like...
Pretty much like south central.
South central. We're just a little bit away from the Michigan, Indiana, Ohio border. The three.
Yep.
The trifecta.
Yeah.
Are you missing stuff?
I was just reading.
South Central, Stefan says. I'm glad that Ohioan can straighten us,
tell us where we
can straighten us
Thank you.
Michiganders out.
We don't know where we are.
But the reason I say that is because you always hear southeast, you always hear southwest.
But you don't hear South Central.
You don't ever hear, I don't ever hear anybody say South Central.
No. So, yeah, I guess.
But I consider us South Central.
If you had to pick one or the other, I would say Southwest because we're right on that, that split, that county split right there. We are on the west side.
But there's 2 counties to the east and I think 3 counties to the west. I could be wrong. 3? I could be wrong. Oh well.
Where do we live, Stefan? South Georgia. Wow. I was in Georgia once. We came down to Atlanta for World's archery competition. And yeah, we spent like a week and a half there because we had some friends that lived right around Atlanta. I don't remember exactly where they lived. And I don't know if they still live there, but
South Central's a bad neighborhood in LA.
we won't go there. But yeah, so that's the last time. And I was, oh my goodness, I was 12, 13 maybe when I was down there.
I don't know, that South Central, that Jackson area can get kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Jackson. Let's get out of here, babe.
Okay.
I know you want to get to sleep.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks. Had a lot of fun as usual. I'm gonna let Jeni shut it down.
Push the button. Oh, what did you do without me last week? Pushing the button.
I think I had to push the button.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't remotely do it. Night, everyone.